Good morning, it's Sharon here with simplycanning.com, and I have a book review for you today. And this is not a canning book, so just there's that forewarning, but it's a beekeeping book. And I don't know if you're like me, but I've often thought, oh, I love honey. I wonder what it would be like to have my own beehive. And a friend of mine, an online friend, wrote a book about it. And so when she offered me a review copy, I jumped on it. I'm like, yeah, that's something I've often thought about. I have never followed up and done it because I don't have a lot of time. But beekeeping for beginners, how to raise for your first bee colonies. So this book is really geared for the beginner. She is very specific about, she doesn't try to use, the terminology that you get. Sometimes when you know about something, you don't realize how much terminology you use. And so she's really very aware of that, and so really tries to do this in plain language so that somebody like me who knows nothing can get started and at least have some kind of a knowledge on, to even know what questions to ask. So the book is put together really, really nicely. It's got some nice pictures in here. Let me go over the table of contents real quick. So she's got 10 sections. And the first one is, so do you want to keep bees? And so it really kind of goes over the pros and the cons, and really making that decision, because it might not be as easy as you think it is. So, but then it might not be as hard as you think it is either. So anyway, so do you want to keep bees? Honeybee 101, she goes over like just the different types of bees, queen bees, worker bees. Apparently there's different types of worker bees, which I never knew. A home, so she goes all over the hives and what kind of hives are available, planning your colony, bringing home the bees, the bee inspector, and the beekeeping year. So this one was kind of a neat chapter. It goes like through a whole season, what's going to happen during each season, the summer or winter, the things that you have to be aware of. I'm sure temperature is one of them. And all about honey. So she talks about how do you extract your honey? What can you do with the honey? What can you do with the, not the hive, what's the word? See, I don't even know the terminology. The comb, I guess that's what you call it. I'd have to look it up here. But the comb, what you can do with it, and, all that kind of stuff. Keeping your bees healthy, which I never even really considered that, but there's diseases and stuff that bees can get. And she goes over that in here of what to look for. And then the future of your bees. So if you get one hive and you decide you like it, what do you need to consider if you want to start getting more and growing bigger? So anyway, I just thought I would show you some of the inside of this book. A couple pages I picked out here. Like this was a nice page. She has images of the actual bees and the different type of bees, so that when you get them, you can kind of tell the difference. And you can tell, I don't really know much about bees, but I've always, I like the idea of the honey. And what was interesting to me is in the beginning of this book, she talks about her initial idea was she wanted the pollinators for her gardens because she was having issues with getting her garden pollinated. And so that's another positive that I hadn't even really thought about. I just was like, I want honey. Anyway, she has pictures of the different types of hives you can get, pros and cons of each, why you might want to consider one over the other depending on where you are. Some pictures of some of the tools are in here. Like this one is a smoker, an uncapping tool, which I don't even know what that is, a bee brush, and a hive tool. So there's different tools that you're going to need that you might not even know, but this book really goes over it all. So definitely geared for the very beginner, definitely user-friendly. It's got a great glossary in the back here to look things up, and definitions and all that kind of stuff. So this book was sent to me for review. It is available right now at Amazon. I put my affiliate link in the description there for pre-order. So if you do the pre-order, of course, you're getting a deal on the price, and I'd like to see it do well. So go check it out, and you guys have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk to you later.